We are talking about open grazing, but the federal government is getting approval for 6 billion naira foreign loan again. Former Senator Sani exposes it's quite unfortunate that we don't have order of priority. Another of priority is when you have a checklist of what should come before the order, the things that are more important, cogent, that needs urgent attention to be done before others begin to follow suit. You see, but in Nigeria today, do we really have that? I mean, this present administration and leadership, they are supposed to be having very brilliant minds among the leadership. However, it's not showing. It does not translate. It does not translate to what we have in the leadership. For instance, the vice president, is one person the people saw and thought he's an intellectual. He's a professor of law, that should be able to put things right in perspective. But guess what? Under his very watch, as the professor of law that should understand Nigerian constitution even more than any other person, things like ban for Twitter has come on and nobody says anything. We did not hear a word from him. Things like open grazing route by Muhammadu Buhari, and nobody has said anything. So when you look at all that is happening, you're really wondering, are we in the right place? Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. We are talking about open grazing, but the federal government is getting approval for 6 billion naira foreign loan. What kind of country is this? The foreign loan, what will it be used for exactly? The former senator that represents the good people of Kaduna Central Senatorial District, Senator Shehu Sani, has once again spoken. Shehu Sani is one Nigerian politician who has gained so much love from Nigerians due to the way and manner he speaks on reality on what is on ground. According to a recent tweet he made on his verified Twitter handle, he made it known that while Northerners and Southerners' attention are busy debating the close or open grazing, the federal government is planning again to increase electricity tariff and the price of pump fuel. He went on and made it known again that the federal government, as we speak, is trying to get approval for another 6 billion US dollar foreign loan and 895 million naira supplementary budget without being challenged by anyone. There are other issues of national concern for everybody. The federal government of Nigeria is very deceitful. When things happen, they bring up other issues to cover up what is already going on so that they can go on with in one part of it unhindered. This is really not a good one for our dear country Nigeria. More loan and more debts. When will this borrowing stop? When will it end? Where do we draw the line? Does it mean that we cannot generate money from a country, from our country? Nothing is on ground. On the other hand, the worst thing is that the federal government will do whatever it wants to increase the price of fear, because Nigerians are going through a lot already. They cannot continue to increase the price of fear and make the people go through untold suffering. This is unfair. General Sonny has made Nigerians to be aware that this is happening. People, please be vigilant. Don't take it with levity. Don't forget that these people are very deceptive. So they create a distraction and make it seemingly look like, oh, this is happening, but really truly does not matter. It's called it's just distracting the people from the true reality of what is on ground. It's a big distraction. Nigerians, we need to be wise. We cannot take things, and just feel that there is no need, it does not matter. No, no, we'll be making a huge mistake, a huge one at that, a very huge one at that. And so, everybody, all hands needs to be on deck. We all need to rise up and say it as it is. So Shehu Sen is saying that while we are dragging between the open grazing, closed grazing, whether they should be grazing or no grazing, these people are putting us in a more stiff position. There is more borrowing going on. There is more and more happening, and it's rather very unfortunate. We cannot afford to let this happen again. We cannot afford, you know, Nigeria, nobody's challenging it, nobody's speaking because they've actually cleverly kept everybody busy. Is an old trick. Yes. For instance, what happened when Buhari had an interview with Arise TV? What was it? Did you see what happened? It was a very clever trick. He knows what has happened in Igogo. You know how many people were killed, how things were destroyed, lives were rendered useless. When it happened in Oyo market the other day, we saw the northern governors come to Oyo state, having meeting with Sheyi Makinde, and do you know that they gave those people money, the Fulani headsmen and the northerners? Do you know that the federal government paid them? Did they pay the Oyo people that also lost properties and everything? The answer is no. None Oyo state person was paid. However, these people went away with it. They got it, they went away with it. So how do we draw the line? Where do we where do we know, where do we say this is enough? Enough is enough. This cannot be happening. This is not acceptable. Where exactly do we draw the line? Former Senator Shehu is saying to Nigerians, please, why you are dragging open grazing or no open grazing? They started another new trick. They started something else. They want to ensure that Nigeria is thoroughly impoverished. Please be aware that they are trying to borrow. They have already borrowed and they are trying to borrow even more. Be aware. Don't take it as if all is well. All is not well yet. All is not well. And honestly speaking, if you look at the Senate and the legislations, you know that these are all tricksters. Okay, all them Garuba, all them Lai Mohammed, the rest of them, they're all the same people. Okay, they are supposed to be the arm of government that should be putting the federal government in check and ensuring that these things do not happen. Questions Buhari's actions. For instance, Buhari cannot go alone and just ask for this loan. It must be approved by the Senate. But guess what? Ahmed Lawan and the rest of them, they pretend and they tell you that that Buhari is doing well. In fact, Nigeria needs this loan. So they put the country even in a more terrible position. And these are the people that are supposed to be giving leadership. So who exactly is to be blamed? Who exactly? You see, there are a lot of things going on in Nigeria, a lot of things that are really wrong. A lot of things, lots of things are really wrong. But how do we reconcile all this? How do we come out to say this is wrong, this is right, this is what we should be doing? Who are those that are really speaking for us? Who is standing up to say what has happened is unfortunate and must never happen again? So we must put and this and this and this in place. If the president is not doing well, let me tell you something. The arms of legislation with tangible proof, okay, can take him out of the way. But are they doing it? No. Why? They are benefiting from it. Remember when this man said Buhari should come and answer question on insecurity? What did they do? They shut him down. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.